What's going on YouTube? Uh, just got her back from running around on my wife. Running around with my wife. Get that straight. Uh, she's got a lot on her mind right now. Uh, our daughter is planning on getting married in, what's the date today? The 21st? A year from yesterday. So my wife is stressing out. She's well, not the perfectionist in the family, but when it comes to something like this, she is. She's bound and determined it's going to be right. Uh, it's our only daughter, so we gotta do it right. But darn, this girl is going to break me. Sorry about that. Something in my eyes. So, doing something a little bit different today. I'm not using my phone. I'm actually using my tablet, and there's a bit of a lag in the video, and there's a different place to look for the video. Not that I got it right with the phone, but trying something different. So we went running around, bought a couple things we need, bought a window unit for out here in the shop so that I can have some air conditioning. The fan died in here, the motor on it. I'm going to have to take it apart and check it out, see if I can't replace it or something like that. But it's dead. While we were at the place called Top Dog, they deal in salvage type stuff. I collect cameras and camera equipment, old full film cameras, and and light meters, and pretty much anything to do with film from back in the day. My oldest camera is from the early 1900s. I think late 1890 was one of my oldest cameras. I forget the date on it actually. I'd have to go and check. That means I got to go through a lot of cameras to figure out what it is, but it's not too hard because it's not a new SLR or a newer SLR. It's going to be one of the big old box cameras. But while we were looking for stuff and getting ideas at this reclamation shop store called Top Dog, they've got a bunch of furniture as well. But I digress. I found this. Any of you that know anything about film, you will automatically, or you should automatically know what this is. This is a 19, let's see the patent on this one. I didn't actually check the date on it, but it is the older Weston. Okay. Missing the glass. Looks like it's missing the needle. But I've got functional ones in the house. And this was $5. It's got the leather case. The leather case is in, decent condition. But yeah. The light receptacle is in good condition. But it's missing, like I said, it's missing the glass on the front. It's missing the needle. And it's actually missing, well, no, it's not missing the door. This one doesn't have a door. I was thinking it was missing the door over the diffuser. That diffuses the light. The other one was for low light situations. This one's for low light. That for bright daylight. Lets you set film speed and everything like that. But I didn't buy it for functionality. I bought it for the history of it. This is, Western Electronics, Newark, New Jersey. Model 735. I'm going to have to check the dates in my collector's handbook, but I love old stuff like this, whether it's functioning or not. I've got old cameras that don't function, but I love the case. And it'll sit nice in my collection. I didn't have this model. I got a couple of the other earlier models and a couple of later models. But I like old light meters. Believe it or not, I've actually gotten a couple to work. My wife wasn't happy that I had to pick that up. Oh well. We bought a bunch of wedding stuff. Humor me. Well, she humored me an awful lot today. We went to that leather supply place that'll remain nameless. I don't want to give any unwarranted, unnecessary plugs to anybody. And I don't know, I think that's the same size. I think these are smaller buckles. I might have just bought the same thing over and over again. But I've got some ideas for a holster for the hatchet. So, oh, dropped one. This one isn't for it. Obviously, this is for a wristwatch. No. But I didn't buy any more leather. Oh well. And then we went to one of our favorite antique stores that was there not too long ago. Wasn't there today. Got snatched up by aliens. I can only assume. They usually had the best prices, good prices, great selection, a lot of different stuff that was. We loved that place, and I don't understand why. That's the second one in the last, let's say, 5 years that's closed down. Big flea markets, big antique stores. You know, the one that broke my heart was Bojo's. You don't know that. That thing was downtown. It was like it sat on an acre of land, and it was 3 stories. No, that was 4 stories because it had a basement, which was an oddity in this part of the country. And it used to be, I believe it used to be an old, what do you call that? Old age. No, that's not what you call it. Jiminy Christmas. I can remember it from when I was a kid. They had a soda fountain, they had lunch counter, and they had stores. It'll come to me sooner or later. So that meant we had to run across town because they had torn down the one we liked. and it was no longer there. We couldn't do any shopping, so we went to one across town, and I found a few items that I liked. I found a few items that I really liked, but the prices talked me out of it. Some people think if it's old, it's gold. Not always the case. The place we went to today, they've had a couple of axes, a couple of Kelly True Tempers. It appears that they sold the Collins, but when I went in there, the last time they wanted $125 for that Collins. If they got $125 for that Collins in that condition it was in, good on them. I wasn't paying it. Uh, but they had two Kellys, one in a jersey pattern, and for some reason the jersey pattern was $75, and the uh, forget what pattern it was, but anyways, it the well, I know why it was because it has uh, the phantom, what people call the phantom bevels. So they wanted $130 for that thing. I've got plenty of those. I got, I got several. I don't need to spend that. I can buy for that price. I can buy 3 or 4 heads, even off of eBay, and come out ahead. Unintended. So, uh, but I did find a couple of deals. I found, like I said, I found a couple of spoke shaves, but they wanted like $45 for them, and I'm cheap. I wasn't paying $45 for a couple of spoke shaves. Um, I can find them cheaper in other places. So, but I did find this little gem. Nice little hand plane. It's This thing is just beautiful. I might, I'm well, there's no might about it. I will. It's just friction fit. See, and it allows the shavings to that ramp right there allows the shavings to come up. The blade itself, I hope it's not glued in. Might need some gentle persuasion, but is definitely going to need some loving. It's, but this thing is gorgeous. I just love the fact it's sold. I will true up the bottom, get it nice and straight. There's no name on it, so I'm going to make that assumption that this might actually be handmade because it is rough. It's in rough shape. The opening is not perfect, but the thing is, I love that. Even if I just use it to set it up on the shelf, that thing is nice. If I can get it working, it'll be a really nice addition to the working planes that I've got. Then I picked this one up. It's bluegrass. I don't know if you can see that or not. Now it's probably in the way. But you can see made in the USA. Well, I guess you can't. Believe me, it says made in the USA in here. And it's bluegrass. And this is a nice one. It's got the bottom nice and smooth, scar free. I don't know how true it is, but it's a clean little shave plane. It is missing the front knob, but for $10, I paid more for this one. This one should clean up rather well. Got a lock and allows the knob to move back and forth. I'm gonna have to do some cleaning on it. Oh, there's the release. There's the lock. It's a nice little plane. I'm gonna have to sharpen the blade. That's obvious, but it's probably 50s, early 60s. I don't know. And I picked up a really nice one. And I saw, who was it that had one? I saw a YouTube video. One of the guys I subscribe to has one of these. This is a really nice. It is a. Let's see if you can see that. Put that down. It's a Hibbard's True Value. This one is one True Value was a real, honest to goodness hardware store. The the handle is a little loose, so what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to take it apart. It comes apart like this. Definitely going to need to sharpen it, but it's very little rust. Nothing but is mostly patina on here. Yeah, there we go. There's a screw in there, but this handle is, I don't know if you can look see it or not. This handle is gorgeous. Now they're made in the USA, but this thing is, oh, I love it. See if I can't clean these handles up, get them glossed. But even if I don't, this thing is beautiful. It's the best one that I've got in my collection right now, as far as the True Value. There we go. And you just put it together and lock it in. You can adjust it with a screw. There's a couple more screws down in there, but this thing is beautiful. Look at that adjustment knob. No broken parts on this one. $22.50. I wasn't even arguing with that. $22.50 for this thing. If it had been any more, I wouldn't have bought it. Like I said, I'm cheap, but this thing is. Now it does have a little bit of rust on the bottom. I'm going to have to treat that, but Other than that, just a little bit of pitting. It's in gorgeous shape. Gorgeous. Love it. This will come in handy. It's a little bit big for my general needs, but there are times that I want to. Uh, I don't have a joiner, so this is as close as I've got to a joining plane right now. Um, they had a couple of joining planes. I know where I can get one if the guy still has it. The ones that I saw today, they were asking in 100, 200, $300 for the old style joining planes. Um, I think maybe I was exaggerating on 300 or something else. I don't know, but um, that's about it for what I got today. Spent some quality time with the wife, which is always good. She needed to get out of the house. She was driving herself crazy, and so I took her. We went and did some shopping. We looked at a bunch of stuff. She's driving me crazy looking for candle holders. She wants different types of candle holders at each table. Okay. But she didn't like my ideas for some reason. Not that they're that far out, you know. These kids have strange tastes, so, something eclectic. Like a skull. Candle in it. Head. I found a really cool frosted glass dolphin. This thing was scary. It's scary ugly. She didn't like that. She didn't like the pigs either. Found two pigs. And they had three candle holders in the middle of them. She didn't like that. She didn't like any of my ideas. She just wants me for the work. So I guess that's what I'm going to be doing. I will do the manual labor. Now my daughter wants a dance floor. So I either build a dance floor or we rent a hall for the reception. Ooh, I can join the Moose Lodge again. We can have it outside at the Moose Lodge and have the reception inside. Sounds good to me. All right, so that was my shopping trip for the day. Didn't get anything accomplished around here, obviously. Still raining. Yeah, I don't know if you can still hear it. But if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. Okay. Please, if you wouldn't mind. If you like these videos, if you're new here, if you like these videos, give me a thumbs up. If you don't, give me a thumbs down. And, but always, comment, comment below. If you don't comment, I don't know what to change. I don't know what to do. I don't know what you like. I don't know what you don't like. I don't know if you put your fingers in your ears or not. Probably wouldn't know that even if you did comment. All right. I'm going to try to get something accomplished. I need to finish a holster for that hatchet. Y'all have a good one.